अस्सलाम वालेकुम बेटा, हाउ यू ऑल। आई होप कि आप बिल्कुल ठीक होंगे, खैरियत से होंगे एंड आई होप कि आपको मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है। एम आई ऑडिबल बेटा? लेट मी नो इन चैट बॉक्स दैट आर यू गेटिंग मी क्लियरली एंड माय वॉइस इज क्लियर। यस बेटा, लेट मी नो इन चैट बॉक्स। Do you hear me? Go ahead. Let me know in chat box. चैट बॉक्स को यूज़ करें बेटा, इसके जो फीचर्स हैं ना उसको यूज़ करना भी सीख लें। ओके निकाश, अभी मैसेज आ रहे हैं ना सारे एक साथ। मरियम से यस सर एंड निकाश से गाजी खान। ओके ओके बेटा, दैट्स गुड। ओके, अरबा खान says yes. Okay beta, that's good. Now who's going to give his aha presentation? The first presentator. Who's the first presentator? Raise your hand beta, that I can unmute you and you can start your presentation. Ghazi Khan. Yes, Ghazi, unmute yourself.
Sir, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam beta, how are you?
Sir, I'm good, sir. How are you?
Fine, alhamdulillah.
Sir, thank you so much for giving me a time for my presentation. But I have my friend is not here, Gulasan, so I will start the presentation, sir.
Okay, do you have a PPT beta?
Yes, Gulasan sent me a PPT, but sir, I will present on my own language, sir, on my own wording.
Okay, let's wait for Gulasan and because Ahsan is there, so Ahsan has a lot of issues and he has been.
Sir, can I perform?
No, beta. After Ahsan, then I will give you chance. Okay, Ghazi.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes, Ahsan, unmute yourself.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
सर मैं शुरू करता हूँ प्रेजेंटेशन।
पीपीटी बनाई है?
जी सर, पीपीटी सर मैं आपको भेज दूंगा सर, मैंने अभी वो बना रहा हूँ।
अच्छा, अभी बनाई भी नहीं है। ओके, गो अहेड।
I start with the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and gracious. Today my topic is the Anglo-Saxon more important work of religious and freedom. I explain with you more participant. Basically my two topics is love for religions and personal freedom of Anglo-Saxon, and more topics are described my other participants of Fiza Sattar, Uzma Khalid and Sarmat Shah. Okay, sir. Anglo-Saxon basically he gave personal freedom of his community because they perform their personal activities of about religious. No doubt any other people who, why are you doing this way, and so also he gave personal freedom of this community. And also love for his religions, and more important person of his Codman. He was he was a famous maker of English verse poet, and 9 lines and 80 something to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. सर ये यहीं तक थी मेरी प्रेजेंटेशन, और बाकी वो डिस्क्राइब करेंगे दूसरे पार्टिसिपेंट।
कौन है दूसरा पार्टिसिपेंट आपके साथ?
सर हम 4 हैं टोटल, फिजा सत्तार, उज़मा खालिद और सरमत शर।
Uzma is not here. Fiza Sattar also is absent and Sarmad is there.
सरमत।
Yes, Sarmad, unmute yourself. Yes, Sarmad.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam beta.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
My topic is Anglo सेक्शन किंगडम। सर मेरी आवाज आ रही?
Yes, you are audible.
Anglo-Saxon kingdom. At first, the Anglo-Saxon people were divided into many small kingdoms. Gradual larger kingdom started to merge. The larger kingdom grew through a process that some historian have compared to the knocked out
Yes, sir. Yes, Salman, you muted yourself.
knocked out sound of a football tournament. The balance of power was always shifting of designed no 924 to 939 gained control of the area we now as the Kingdom of England. But number one, East Anglo in the 6th and 7th centuries. Other kingdoms went through a similar process of development. Another powerful kingdom was that of the East Angles, which gave it is it is it is it is a name to the region now has East Angria. The wealth of this kingdom is tested the remark.
Yes,
बस sir.
you are done. Okay, Fiza Sattar is here. So let's unmute Fiza Sattar that she can start her presentation. Yes, beta Fiza Sattar, your group members are done with their presentations. Sarmada and now unmute yourself, Fiza. Yes, beta, unmute yourself. Fiza, beta, you have to unmute yourself because your two members, Ahsan Ali and second one was Sarman. They have given their presentation, so it's your turn now. Okay. Ghazi Khan, unmute yourself.
Sir, Gulasan was performed the first, then I will perform.
Gulasan is the first. Okay,
Yes, sir.
let's unmute him.
Hello, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Sir, we are explaining pre-Anglo-Saxon period.
You are explaining pre-Anglo-Saxon period.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You are from section A, section B?
Sir, section A.
जी
Group number. Sir, section A.
ओके ओके सेक्शन ए गो अहेड बेटा
Bismillah. Start with the name of Allah who is Rahman and Rahim. Honorable teacher, Sir Abdul Khalique and dear friend. Assalamu alaikum. Today I explain pre-Anglo section period since 55 BC to 600 AD. The pre-Anglo section period started with the two major tribes, Britain tribe and German tribe. Long before Celtic tribes first time entered in Britain, 55 BC, after a few times later Roman Empire occupied Britain, our most dominant military force. Then these tribes decided judgment we should live together. Celtics accept proposal because Roman is most powerful tribes. Roman tribes speaks Latin language. Suddenly Pits attack on Rome. Pits are animal people. They are adventure and battle with Romans. During this period, Roman king name was Horus king made a hidden wall called Roman wall. Romans king thinks we should go back on Rome because Visigoths attacked on Rome. So that Roman king sent a goodbye letter to Celtic king. He wrote in letters, fight bravely and defend you, live you are on you. But even after they were gone, the Rome left the mark of all over the country. They give them new towns, plants, animal, and new religions, Christianity, and way of reading. And counting them, Romans left the Britain in 407 AD. After sometimes later, Ghazi Khan, continue.
ओके बेटा लेट्स अनम्यूट वाजी खान
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Celts living invaded three German tribes, Anglo-Saxon and Jutes. Celts invited the three Anglo-Saxon and Jutes. They come from a North Sea in their long wooden ship. Three tribes speak German language of Old English. Jutes settled in Kent, mainly in Kent. They referred to themselves the Kentings. The Angles settled in East Anglia. Sections settled in are of Essex. East section, South section, and mid section, and West section, inward section. Three tribes distribute Britain in seven parts. In between seven part of Britain, most important part is Wessex. Sir, thank you so much.
टू ब्रीफ
We are ending.
ओके योर प्रेजेंटेशन इज वेरी ब्रीफ वाजी खान it was not for at least 2 minutes okay now yes Ayub unmute yourself beta yes Mohammad Ayub you raise your hand so unmute yourself doesn't matter that whether your PPT is small or not beta the matter is of explanation if you have only one point in your PPT then if you have enough knowledge for that one point then you can explain for more than 5 minutes on only one point so don't blame PPT or Gulasan. Next presenter is let me see yes Arba Khan where are you she's not there Roj yes Roj Mahmood yes beta beta you are not unmuting yourself from your side so let's hand over the mic to Tahira yes beta Tahira
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam beta
I'm Tahira Sar from section B.
Okay.
सर पीपीटी ग्रुप में सेंड किया ना आपको
अभी सेंड किए बेटा आपने
जी सर आपको सेंड किए
लेट मी चेक इट अभी तो नहीं किए बेटा आपने लगता है पहले कभी सेंड की होगी अभी तो नहीं आई हुई है कोई भी 50 दोबारा सेंड कर दे
सर अपने पहले की है
लेट मी
सर
चेक।
मैं दोबारा सेंड करती हूँ आपको।
यस, दोबारा सेंड करें, ग्रुप में ही सेंड कर दें अगर ग्रुप में प्राइवेसी नहीं है तो। ओके, डोंट नीड टू सेंड मी बेटा, क्योंकि मेरा व्हाट्सएप ऑफ है तो इसलिए आप लेट मी रीच माय फोन, गिव मी अ मिनट, मैं अपना फोन लेके आता हूँ, गिव मी अ मिनट बेटा। Okay, beta. I have got my phone now. Let me see. Where is your PPT? Beta, your Rouge Mahmood has sent me her PPT. And then who has sent? Yes, beta, Rouge wali PPT na? Yes, Tahira. Tahira, beta, are you there? Can you listen? Do you hear me? Let's. Okay, Tahira and Uruj are together. Let me open her PPT and share it. Okay. Can you see it now? Okay. I don't know what is happening. She was giving her presentation, but now she has muted herself. Yes, beta Arba, unmute yourself. Yes, beta Arba. बेटा फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट मी नो इन चैट बॉक्स के मेरी आवाज आपको सही आ रही है। बेटा लेट मी नो इन चैट बॉक्स कि आपको आवाज मेरी सही आ रही है। इफ देयर इज एनी प्रॉब्लम लेट मी नो, ताकि मैं अपना नेट दूसरा लगा लूँ। यस क्लियर है। ओके ओके पवन, अरबा खान, देन अरबा व्हाई डोंट यू अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ? सर वॉइस इज क्लियर गाजी। ओके बेटा गाजी खान। मरियम यासीन बेटा अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ। यस यस बेटा।
Start with the greatest name of Almighty Allah. My name is Tahira Sar from Section B. Assalamu alaikum.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
Today I present the story of a nightingale and the rose. Introduction. Nightingale is a fairy tale written by Wild Oscar in 1888. It is a story about Nightingale and a rose who
Beta,
presses her breast against
Tahira,
a
Tahira, beta, let me know you are from third semester or first semester?
third, sir.
Third semester. Okay, go ahead.
Start, karo, sir.
Yes, beta.
Introduction. Nightingale is a fairy tale written by Wild Oscar in 1888. It is a story about Nightingale and a rose who press her breasts against a thorn until a rose is born. It is a tragic story, and Wild Oscar was born in Dublin on 16 October 1854 and died in Paris on 13 November 1900. The main thing in this story, a student of philosophy fell in love of a professor's daughter. He wanted to dance with her, but she said, if you bring a red rose for me, I will dance with you and spend my whole life with you. It is a hard target for boy because it was winter season. There is no red rose available in this season. The boy go to the garden and starting carrying on that because of a red rose I lost my love. Nightingale listened these words and saw the boy carrying in the garden. She goes try bring a red rose for boy, but it was winter season. Not at all tree produce a red rose. Nightingale sings the song of love all life, so she understand the nature of she understand the feeling of love by the boy. The other character drawn by writer like lizard and butterfly make fun of Nightingale. And finally, tree of white rose give a solution that if she press her breast against the thorn, then the red rose will produce by her heart's blood. She did the same and she died, but she produced the red rose for the boy. On the next day, the boy found the red rose in the garden and he goes to the girl. She was rejected his love and said, Chamberlain's nephew gave me very precious jewelry, which is better than flour and costly than flour. The boy threw the flour in the street with anger and say, what a silly thing is love. This is the summary of this story, Nightingale and the Rose, and my partner Uruj present the theme of this story.
Okay, beta. Okay. Rouge, beta, unmute yourself.
Please unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum, respected sir and my dear friends. Good morning. I hope you all are fit and fine. My name is Uruj Mahmood from section B, and today I am here to give you a presentation on the short story of Nightingale and the Rose. And I present the theme of this story. So let's start the presentation. First, we talk about the theme of sacrifice. And this theme about love, Nightingale says, surely love is a wonderful thing. It is more precious than emeralds and cannot buy it, nor is it set for in the marketplace. It may not be purchased of the merchants, nor it can be weighed out in the balance for gold. From start to finish, The Nightingale and the Rose is a story about the nature of love. Love is what the student claims to feel for the girl, and it is also what inspires the nightingale to sacrifice her life to create a red rose. Doing so, she thinks, will help the student win his sweetheart's affection. The fact that neither the student nor the girl appreciate the nightingale's sacrifice, however, complicates the story meaning in the end, while it suggested that the true love is possible, but that's much of what people commonly call love is shallow and self-interested. The second theme is love. The boy and the girl both are wanton lovers. The student says, If I bring her a red rose, she will dance with me till dawn. If I bring her a red rose, I shall hold her in my arms, and she will lean her head upon my shoulder, and her hand will be clasped in mine. The girl says, I am afraid will not go with my dress, and besides, the Chamberlain's nephew has sent me some real jewels, and everybody knows that jewels cost far more than flowers. Ultimately, then the fact that the Nightingale sacrifice is based on a misreading of the student falling does not alter the story's defense of love itself. By dying, the Nightingale herself proves the existence of true love, which the story suggests will outlive her. As she dies, the Nightingale sings about love that dies not in tomb. At last, Oscar Wilde contrasts true love with the love between the student and young girl. This form of love is based on materialism.
You are done, beta?
So thanks a lot for being here to give me your precious time and let me deliver my presentation. Hope you all like it and respect it, sir. Thank you so much.
Well done, beta. Excellent presentation. And at the end of the presentations, beta, see, this session will be expired. Then I will start another session, and in that session, each and every presentation will be completed. So at the end, I will give comments to every presentator. Okay, beta. So if someone would be absent during the comments, then obviously I will give one negative mark. That means I will deduct 1 mark because of the absence. सो मेक श्योर कि ऐसा नहीं है कि आप किसी ने अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन दे दी और वो सेशन छोड़कर चला गया बिकॉज ही आर शी विल थिंक दैट नाउ माय जॉब इज डन सो देयर इज नो नीड टू ज्वाइन अगेन सो मेक श्योर कि दोनों सेशन में आपकी प्रेजेंस होनी चाहिए सो लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड वेल डन बेटा उरूज एंड ताहिरा आई विल गिव यू कमेंट्स at the end of the presentations.
Thank
Now let's move forward, see who's going to present. Lower. Yes, beta, Mariam Yasin. If you can unmute yourself from your side, then you have to. Beta Mariam, until and unless you will not unmute yourself, you won't give your presentation.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam, beta. Yes, beta.
I'm here present my topic Anglo-Saxon period.
You are from 12th which
Yes, sir.
section?
A, section A.
Okay, beta. Go ahead, Mariam.
Anglo-Saxon period 407 AD to 1066 AD. There were some original inhabitants living in Britain from 55 BC. These people were called Britons. That is how the word Britain came into be. They continued to live there till 410 AD. In 410 AD, a Germanic group came into Britain and invaded this place. This Germanic group consists of 3 tribes, Angles, Saxon, and Jutes. Jutes were less in population, so the major trunk were Angles and Saxons. And because the Angles are dominated one, that is why today we know Britain as England, which comes from the word Angle land. And now these 3 tribes came and invaded Britain, then started living with Britons. And now the original language spoken by the Britons and the language spoken by these Germanic tribes, Anglo-Saxon and Jutes. So by the combination of these 2 languages, a new language, Old English, is formed. Now I'm telling you about the characteristics of this era.
Okay.
Priority to personal freedom. They were not allowed to do whatever they want. They were allowed to do whatever they want to do. No one was allowed to interfere on their personal matter. Struggle for glory. They want to become famous. Son will kill their Sir will kill her father for throne, and queen sister will kill queen to take throne. Love for religion. They also have love for religion. They don't compromise on religion. Literary works of Anglo-Saxon period. Most of the work of this age is lost due to different reasons. This age is also called Dark Ages, was a non-literary work, and the most the oldest surviving Anglo-Saxon epic poem is Beowulf. This epic poetry is a long narrative poem written in elevated style. It is a tale of adventures of Beowulf, the hero who is a champion and slayer of monsters, probably in the 6th century, who comes to help a neighboring tribe, the Danes who are being attacked by a monster. Okay, thank you. Sir.
Okay, beta. Good job, Mariam Yasin. Your presentation is done. Beta, still we have 10 minutes remaining in this session. So I hope there should be someone who would complete his or her presentation during these 10 minutes. Yes, Aisha Muhammad Mudassir, beta. Unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam, beta.
My name is Aisha Mudassir from Section A,
Okay.
and I present the characters of Middle English.
Okay, beta, go ahead. Yes, beta, go ahead.
Peace and Revolt, also called Wat Taylor Rebellion, 1381, first great popular rebellion in English history. Its immediate cause was the imposition of the unpopular poll tax of 1381, which brought to a head the economic discontent that had been growing since the middle of the century. The rebellion drew support from several sources and included well-to-do artisans and villains, as well as the destitute, probably the main grievance of the agricultural laborers and urban working classes was the Statute of Laborers 1351, which attempted to fix maximum wages during the labor shortage following the Black Death. Alliterative poetry basically means repetition of particular sound pattern in a particular form. William Langland's long alliterative poem Pairs is one of the most famous alliterative poetry. He wrote it in unrhymed mode, but he modified it in such a way as to make it more approachable to a wider audience. Status of court during that time, Latin and French were given a lot of priority. The laws were being written in this language. Even the poets were called to read their poetry and to praise the king to poetry that the poets recite were also in their language. But after the arrival at Geoffrey Chaucer, English moved ahead and people started communicating in English. Author and writers started writing in English. It became the language of elite class and noble people. So because of Geoffrey Chaucer and William Langland's alliterative poetry, English was given the status of God. Thank you.
Give me a minute, beta. I'm writing some comments. It was Aisha Mudassir. Beta, where is your PPT? आपने पीपीटी बनाई है आयशा मुदस्सिर?
Yes, sir.
वेयर इट इज?
सर आपको सेंड की थी.
दोबारा आप सेंड कर दें ताकि मुझे पता लगे कि आपकी पीपीटी है. ओके बेटा,
Okay, sir.
send it again. Now beta, we have very less time to carry on this session because whoever will start, the student will not complete his or her presentation. So that's why the remaining students are going to give their presentation in next session. Make sure कि आप सब जो भी हैं जिन्होंने presentation दिए हैं वो लोग भी next session हमारे को join करेंगे और इसी link के through join करेंगे जो link मैंने आपको भेजा था बेटा. You have to join next session by using same link. More importantly, I will give comments to every presentation at the end ताकि आप लोगों को पता चले कि आपने किस तरह का प्रेजेंटेशन दिया है बाय थ्रू दिस ऑनलाइन मोड. ओके बेटा, तो अगर कोई स्टूडेंट जो कि कमेंट्स के दौरान प्रेजेंट नहीं होगा बिकॉज व्हेन आई विल स्टार्ट गिविंग कमेंट्स टू समवन देन आई विल आस्क दैट स्टूडेंट टू रेज योर हैंड. अगर वो स्टूडेंट अपना हैंड रेज करेगा तो मुझे पता लगेगा कि हाँ he or she is waking. अब ऐसा भी नहीं है कि सेशन को ज्वाइन करके कोई सोया हुआ है. तो see, I will ask the student to raise your hand. Suppose I am going to give comments to Ghazi Khan, then I will ask Ghazi Khan to Ghazi raise your hand that I can give you comments. When he will raise his hand, then I will give him comments. Okay, beta. So in that way, you need to be present in next session as well, that I can give you comments and then I'll give you the marks as well. See, beta. सो आई एम गोइंग टू एंड दिस सेशन. इस सेशन को मैं यहीं पे एंड कर रहा हूँ और फौरी दूसरा सेशन स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ. तो यू हैव टू ज्वाइन इंस्टेंटली. ओके बेटा, सी यू देयर, सी यू इन नेक्स्ट कमिंग सेशन.